I'm Litzy and I'm a neighborhood tree specialist. And right now I'm in redwood country, and so I thought, what better way to pass the time than to talk about my favorite tree, the coast redwood, also known as Sequoia sempervirens. Sempervirens means always green, which the redwood is. So have a look at this amazing trunk here. My cinematographer is not going to be able to scale the whole tree like a fancy movie set, but you get the idea that this is a really big tree. I was first my breath was taken away when I first came across the redwood forest. They were shrouded in fog, they were mysterious, and so I just had to read about these redwoods. And I found out that in the forests of these old trees, they have whole ecosystems way up in their canopies. And like a lot of the things you would see in a forest on the ground, they actually have up there because they've accumulated so much soil on their branches. So they have huckleberry plants, they have ferns, salamanders, all sorts of creepy crawly bugs. They even have spruce trees that grow up there. Isn't that amazing? I think it's amazing. The other cool thing about these trees is that while they have adapted for thousands of years, they have this bark that is really thick and it protects them from forest fires. And the bark has a lot of tannins in it, which protects them from insects. So they can live for a really long time, which they do if they're not cut down first. What else did I want to tell you about these trees? They have cones, of which I could not find any around here. So maybe they're really tasty. But they also, in addition to being able to grow from the seeds from their cones, these trees can produce young. The young sprout from the base of the parent trees. Now what's so cool about that is that if you're growing from your parent tree, you're sharing the cellular structure. So they're able to take nutrients and energy from the parent's roots, which is so cool. Okay, so they do exist in California, all along California, but they also exist in Southern Oregon, naturally. However, don't fret, they also can be found in the Portland metro area and southwestern Washington. So, how would you recognize one if there was one in your neighborhood? Let me show you. Most likely, even in the summer, you're gonna walk across the sidewalk and see a bunch of dead needles like this. So, I know this isn't normally something you'd be shown, but they're dead needles and you would see them all over the ground. But you would also see these beautiful needles which are flat, and they have these fingers coming off this branch. I don't have the proper nomenclature for all of this. But anyway, you would see these leaves, you would see the dead ones on the ground, and you'd look at that bark, which is highly textured and it's got that nice red color, and you could be looking at a redwood. So go out and get on your walk and go look for your neighborhood redwood.